Silver has gone up about 40% in literally less than 1 month. We're talking 4 weeks here, right? And if you're on this video, you're probably wondering the same thing that most people are. Where does it stop? Where does the run stop? And then when the run does stop, where are we going to pull back to where I can get my longs back, right? Because there's 3 different people in this market, right? There's the people that are already in, right? The people that are already all the way up here. Then there's the people that aren't in, because they said, you know what, I'll wait for the pullback, right? So they're still waiting to get in. And then there's the people that have already sold the top and are waiting to reposition on the way back down. So if you are wondering where could silver be going from here, I am going to answer that for you, and you're going to answer it for yourself too inside of this video. I'm going to do it with pure technical analysis. I don't care about fundamentals. I don't care about people's opinions. Silver this, silver that, right? I know there's a lot of silver bugs out there. I'm one of them. What is that? That is a kilo of silver, my friends. I put a significant amount of my net worth into silver back in 2022. Go look and see what the prices were back in 2022. I'm still holding my physical silver. I am a trader, okay? We are talking about trading right now. Okay, not about is silver going to go to $500 over the next 10 years, right? We're talking about where's it going to go in the short term, okay? And where can we capitalize on that to then make our bags bigger whenever it pulls back and get more physical gold and silver, right? So in any case, I'm going to do this with only technical analysis. And if you want the full analysis, get into the Nordic Alpha VIP trading room, okay? It's $29 a month. I literally dropped a 40-minute video breaking down everything that you need to know about gold and silver today, okay? One of the best videos I've ever done, and it is not public, and it's not public for a reason, because it is way too valuable to be giving out for free to the public, even though that video would probably go viral. Now, let's get into the charts, and let's talk about what is going on inside of silver from a purely technical perspective. Only charts, no BS, no nothing, all right? So, silver has obviously gone up quite substantially in just the past month. If you measure from the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top actually, 75%, okay? Now, I'm going to show you where we have support really quickly, and I'm going to show you where we are likely to have high levels of resistance. Now, one really quick thing. Just because I say that this is a resistance does not mean that that resistance holds up. Just because I say that this is a support does not mean that that support holds up, okay? It's just a high likelihood or high confluence area. Trading is not about 100%. It is about probabilities. I'm a verified pro trader. I'm a verified pro trader at Verified Investing and a commodities expert with a 91.5% win rate in 2025. I have been wrong 9% of the time. Not saying I'm wrong more than I'm right. Obviously, I'm right a lot more than I'm wrong. But I'm saying what we do is we play probabilities, okay? So now that we have that kind of out of the way, let's talk about where we have support, okay? There's the obvious support down here, $54.50. I'm going to show you some confluential factors that make that a support, and then I'm going to show you where we could see resistance, okay? Our next support, $57 right here, okay? Our next support, $59 to $60.50, okay? And then our next support, which is basically where we're going to, potentially break down from, $62.50 to $62.80, somewhere in this realm right around here, okay? And then you have ultimate, pretty high level support right here, $65-ish, right? So if you break down from $65, you're going to start breaking market structure to the downside, because that is where your 1 hour market structure shift is, okay? You zoom in and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. 1 hour market structure shift. If you close a candle below $65.20, you are breaking market structure to the downside. If you close a candle below $61.05, you are breaking market structure to the downside on the 4 hour chart, okay? Now, I think we can all understand why these are supports, right? But let's give you a range so that you can actually see this support in action, okay? So let's look at our local range, right? Our local range from this bottom, which is where we went parabolic up, right? And then we started ranging to the side, and then we had another really big move up, right? So we went from here to here. We drew that range. Now I have what's called a proprietary deviation zone, okay? And this proprietary deviation zone means that if we get outside of that range, this is where we could be going. And as you can see, we rejected from it exactly at $67.15. And the top end of that is $68, okay? So there's gonna be a lot of resistance at 67 and 68 bucks. A lot of people think it's going to 70. I think it can stop before we get to 70, and you can be caught on the wrong side of this, okay? So don't be caught on the wrong side of it. Now, where's our first level of support? As I showed you, $65, right? Where's our second level? Right here at $63. Where's our third level? $61. Where's our fourth level? Right there at $59, right? And then the bottom end of that is $57. Now, further down than that, $54.79 to about 54 bucks, which if you look is the top of where we topped out last time, faded, and then topped out again right here, right? So it's very, very cut and dry, and then further down than that, you've got 51 bucks, but we don't want to talk about that right now. We want to talk about what's actually actionable right now, because we're not going to go to 51 bucks tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no point in looking at it. Now, we do have definite resistance up here at my deviation zone 2, and these are proprietary deviation zones. No, there's only 2 people in the world that have these deviation zones on their charts, right? And it's me and my other technical analyst that is inside of Nordic Alpha. So in any case, these things hold up very, very well. And as you can see, the next resistance is right here at $70. I personally don't think we're getting above 67 to 68 bucks. Could we wick above it? Yes. I think we're going to get sucked right back into it. Another reason why I don't think that we're going to get up much higher than that is because of this FRVP, okay? Now, if we look at this FRVP, you can see we are grossly overextended outside of this fixed range volume profile. And that is from the bottom of this run to the top of this run right here, right? So I can even pull it over here just to make it perfect. Boom. And as you can see, $64. If you lose that, that is the value area high of this range. Guess where your next support is in this range? 59 bucks, then $57. I'm really seeing $57 as being a high level of support. I'm seeing $67 to $68 being a high level of resistance, okay? And there's a bunch of more FRVPs that I can show you, but to, make sure that we're saving on time, I'm not gonna show you all 7 different FRVPs that all line up with the same confluence, right? Same thing with the ranges. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ranges that I can show you that they all line up at that $67 to $68 range with confluence and rejections, but I'm not going to show you all of those, because if you want that analysis, get inside of Nordic Alpha, where we're taking literal 100 risk to reward trades like this, right? 106 are risk to reward. That means for every dollar that you risked on this, you would have made $106. I don't know anybody giving out trades like that on a regular basis, right? These trades are absolutely insane. This is a trade that we gave out literally this past week. Absolutely crushed it, okay? But in any case, the other thing that I'm seeing inside of silver, which is a very high probability setup, we have a Wyckoff triple tap right here. And what that Wyckoff is price rising, okay? So let's do it. Price rising, while RSI peaks are getting lower. So peak lower, peak lower, peak lower, right? And as you can see, boom, boom, boom. That is a Wyckoff Model 1. And what is most likely to happen on this Wyckoff is it brings you back down to the range lows of the first tap on the Wyckoff. And if not, it brings you back down to the range prior to the Wyckoff, the top end of the range before the Wyckoff happened. Now, if it did bring you down into that range, it would bring you to $60 to about $57, okay? Now, further than that, your support is at 54 bucks, okay? Are we gonna get to 54? Not saying that we are, but I am saying we have thus far rejected from $57, right? Or $67, I apologize. And we still have high levels of resistance at 68 bucks. Let me show you another resistance, just in case that's not enough for you, okay? Let's look at this right here. we have our December 2025 local parallel, okay? And this parallel, we're gonna go down to hourly chart to see this, okay? Now on this parallel, as you can see, we've bounced from the bottom a bunch of times, right? We've banged onto the top a bunch of times. And where's the resistance at the top? For now, at least. $67.35 and $68.25, okay? Now, that's just one parallel. Let's look at this one, right? You rejected from the top end of my second deviation zone just now, and if you lose this level right here at about $65.50, probably coming down here to about $63.30. But what's the one that's like really, really pertinent? Well, it's gonna be this one, okay? And this is a parallel that you're gonna have to go to the monthly chart to see. This is from the lows to the lows, dragged it up to the all-time high at the time, right? And bam. As you can see, my first deviation zone, where's that resistance? You guessed it, $68 almost exactly, okay? Now, where's the next resistance after that? I mean, we're talking $78. This is a massive, massive parallel, right? And if you go back to the all-time parallel, same thing, resistance right here at about $68.50. So 67 to 68.50, look at that. Look at that. It's a perfect parallel. It's beautiful. You can't make this stuff up. The only reason that I'm bringing all of these things up, I'm not saying that silver is just guaranteed to go down, okay? I'm just saying you have to watch for these factors, and you have to understand that there are other factors that go into this from a technical perspective. And I'm gonna give you one more factor just really quick, okay? And this is called a trend-based Fibonacci. Now, this trend-based Fibonacci, if you take the 1970s trend-based Fibonacci, right? And again, we gotta go to the monthly chart to look at this bad boy. This is from the lows to the highs of 1970, whenever they came off the gold standard, right? And then the subsequent lows that came in the 80s after that, or the 90s, sorry. The 1.618 Fibonacci extension level is, guess where? $68.57. Now, let's look at the 2020 bull run. Look at that. From the low, from the previous all-time high, you measure to the low, to the newest high, then to the subsequent low that comes after that, and guess what you just hit? The 2.618 Fibonacci at $66.40, and you slammed through it, and you absolutely rejected, right? You wicked through it on the monthly chart at least, and you can see what happened on the daily chart. You actually closed a candle above it. Now you're trying to get sucked back into it. First level of support, $60, okay? So with all of that being said, if you look at your naked points of controls and your naked VWAPs, in conjunction with your Wyckoff Model 1, right? Your Wyckoff Model 1 on the 4-hour chart, and we just zoom out just a little bit, you can see that there's actually a pretty high level of confluence right here at $64, $63.50, saying that we might come down here, right? Secondarily, we have a single print right here that if you lose this level right here, you are probably gonna come down and fill this entire gap, right, in this single print candle, this single print right here, this big green one, right? Then, if you lose that, you're likely to come down to about $61.50, and then even further to about $60. Now, if you don't bounce from the top end of this nice little range right here, this would be a potential rim C if you then bounce, right? But if you don't bounce, you're likely to fulfill this entire range to about $57 before you catch a full bounce. And then if you lose 57, I think you already know what time it is. You're coming down here to at least $55 to this naked daily VWAP, and potentially to $54 where we have our old double top, okay? So there is upside potential for silver still, okay? But there's also downside potential, and there's a lot of confluence. Again, I'm not saying that silver is guaranteed to go down here, okay? I'm saying you have to be prepared for any scenario, okay? And the reason why I'm giving you these levels is so that you can be prepared for those scenarios. And if you want me to give you these levels every single day inside of my technical analysis, inside of Nordic Alpha, just get in there into the VIP trading room. It's literally $29 a month. It's less than $1 a day. It's the least expensive that it will ever be, and probably in 2026, we're gonna raise it substantially. Because now, we've had like dozens and dozens of people come in just over the past few days. We know that there's a decent demand for this. pricing what we're doing at $29 may not make sense anymore into 2026. So I would suggest you get in while the pricing is where it's at. And thank you so much for showing up to this video. Let's see what happens with silver. Let's see what happens with this Wyckoff Model 1 that is setting up. Potential Wyckoff Model 1 setting up. There's no guarantee that the Wyckoff plays out. Like I said, this Wyckoff, it could just turn into a RIM-C model, which is range initiation mitigation of that initiated range, right? And then continuation upwards. So there is a chance that we come right back down to somewhere in the, 60 some dollar range. I believe it would be $60 almost exactly, and then we continue up and then go and crack 70. But isn't that a nice short from 66 to 67 all the way down to 60? I mean, you're taking a 10% move. That's just on spot, right? You're taking a 10% move down to then reposition yourself, buy your silver back 10% lower, and then push it all the way up to 70 bucks. That's what we do inside of Nordic Alpha. And if it's something that interests you, I would like to see you in there. And I appreciate you so much for showing up to the video. If you like content like this, please make sure you smash the like button for me. Make sure that you hit subscribe, and then boom, baby, bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you allowing me to bring this information to you. And, let's call it what it is, being open-minded enough to listen to it, because I know a lot of people do not want to hear anything about silver ever going down, but that's what healthy markets do. They go up, they leg back down, and they continue upward. So let's see if we can continue in that upward trajectory and see if silver can hit $70 in the near term.